Hey guys, DigiBobcat here, and today we're going to talk about some potential best counters to the upcoming Typhlosion Tera raid event. Now, it's got the Ghost Tera type, so that means that Dark is going to be really good against it, but we can almost be certain it's going to have some fighting type coverage moves. That being said, there are still a few Pokemon that are standing out as good counters to this Pokemon. So Hisuian Zoroark is looking like it's going to be one of the best potential counters to Typhlosion. You have to pre-order the DLC to get it or get lucky in a trade. But if you do, it's looking to be really good. Now for its held item, I like to give it a Shell Bell just so that it can completely regenerate its health. You can also give it a Metronome if you're just spamming Shadow Ball. One of the reasons that Zoroark is going to be so good against Typhlosion is because it is normal Ghost type, which means it has complete immunity to fighting and Ghost. And we can pretty much guarantee Typhlosion is going to have at least one fighting type move, and we know it's going to have a Ghost type. So another reason that Hisuian Zoroark is going to be really good, aside from its typing, is that it can learn Rain Dance. This is going to cut all fire type moves in half. They're only going to do half damage. So you combine this with the fact that you can also learn Nasty Plot. Shadow Ball is going to be super effective. You can severely hinder how much damage Typhlosion is going to do to you while you are dishing out a ton of damage. It can also learn Snarl, which will further reduce Typhlosion's special attack stat. You also want to make sure that Zoroark has the modest nature so that your special attack is boosted, but your attack is lowered. You're not going to be using any physical attacks. It is very much a special attacker. Go ahead and train up its effort values in HP and special attack, and you're good to go. This Pokemon is potentially going to hit hard and take very little damage. The next potential good counter to Typhlosion is going to be Hydreigon. Now, this Pokemon has the Dragon Dark combination. It's going to resist fire and ghost types, but it's going to be weak to fighting, and we're pretty sure Typhlosion is going to have a fighting type counter move. However, it should be able to withstand it, especially if you give it a Shell Bell. It should heal back any damage that's dealt by Typhlosion. You want to also make sure that this Pokemon has a modest nature, therefore your special attack again boosted for attack, and this Pokemon can also learn Rain Dance. You're going to further hinder fire type moves that Typhlosion can use, especially if Typhlosion has Eruption. That is going to really hurt. Knock them down as much as you can. You can also get Dark Pulse as your main attack, Nasty Plot to boost your special attack, and again Snarl to reduce Typhlosion's special attack stat to further help your team. Make sure you train your effort value stats in HP and special attack to the max, and this Pokemon should be good to go. Another Pokemon along the lines of Hydreigon is going to be Roaring Moon. It shares the same type as Dragon and Dark. You're going to want to have a Dark Tera type. I just haven't flipped mine over yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it over Hydreigon. But again, it's going to resist fire, it's going to resist ghost types, it will be weak to fighting types, so just keep that in mind. I also would give it a Shell Bell so it could keep its health up. You're going to want to make sure that Roaring Moon has an adamant nature so that its attack is boosted and its special attack is reduced. This Pokemon has an abysmal special attack stat anyway, so you may as well go ahead and maximize your attack potential. This Pokemon does not have much support. It can learn Snarl, which will help reduce Typhlosion's special attack, but it's not going to do much damage with it. Crunch will help reduce Typhlosion's special defense, so if you have any special attackers on your side of the field, it can potentially help with that. It can learn Dragon Dance though, so it's going to be boosting its own attack, and Night Slash with its critical hit rate should hit hard, but this Pokemon is going to be very much offensive instead of defensive. Also, go ahead and train up your effort values in HP and attack this time, and this Pokemon might be a good alternative to Hydreigon. While these Pokemon look to be good counters to Typhlosion, only time will tell as we actually get the raid and see what Typhlosion is going to throw at us. But I hope you enjoyed this guide. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. Take care, everybody.